choosing a museum that I've been to would be a bit of a harder choice for me. I've been to a few, especially with living in a tourist community where there's several museums you can choose from. I would have to say the one that really sticks with me, it's not really just an art gallery museum, it's also a hands-on museum, interactive, one-on-one, work with things type of museum. It's called Wonderworks. It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. As you go through it, you can interact with the exhibits, learn how things work, and work with Google Maps and how electricity affects things and balancing and things like that. But as you get closer to the end, you get closer to more of the arts, paintings and sculptures and such. One of the first things you come to is a Dr. Seuss exhibit towards the end, and it has several of his sculptures that he did himself, and they've placed them in the museum. I believe this is true. If not, they're very close to what he does. I chose this specific museum because it's one to make you feel like you're not really at a museum, but you're there to have fun. It's always a good environment. You never feel like it's a boring lesson. It's a fun teach place. You also, with the Dr. Seuss exhibit, his colors have always been, with any of his work that I've seen, it's always been bright, colorful, welcoming, and things in that manner. No two things are ever alike in his work. You can always expect something new from him. Well, not now, but if I had to, I believe that art should be something in the community, even if it's something given for free, even if I had to do it for free to teach kids, or just to let them have that experience and that fun. When I was younger, there was something called the Boys and Girls Club in our neighborhood, and it offered free art lessons to children to get them off the streets. And I would really like to see that again in the communities. Now they're aiming more towards sports and such things like that. I've actually thought about raising money to open maybe just a somewhere on the corner or something, maybe even in the backyard or somewhere, just once a week or even once or twice a month, where kids can come together and express themselves with art, paint, oils, just something to get them off the streets and learn to express themselves in different ways, to let them know that they don't just have to talk, that art can be a big thing in life. I believe, with all that being said, that art can be a big value of life. For me personally, when I was younger, that's how my mom and I became really, really close. I lost my mother before I lost my father, and I remember more good times with my mom than my father simply because of art. I've seen so much good come from art. I've seen an autistic child express themselves more. I've seen someone dial back their anger. I've seen people open up more. I've seen people cry because of art. Not necessarily a painting, but I've seen movies and musicals. The musical Mamma Mia actually made me cry. I don't know why, but it did. With art, you never know what kind of emotion you're really gonna get. You can look at a piece of art, or you can go into a play thinking you're gonna feel one way and come out feeling completely different than when you went in. Art, to me, is probably one of the biggest things in the world, and it's nothing to shake a stick at. It's definitely something that's needed in the world. That's for sure. Adults, kids, even animals need art. I've seen the little penguins walk on the paper with the paint. It's fun to watch. And you can actually go to the aquarium at the Smokies and watch penguins paint on art. It's very therapeutic. But if you ever get the chance, I would recommend a bunch of the museums that are in Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. They are definitely something worth looking into.